Hi, folks. The Hi, folks. The podcast that you will see today is about a real, true story about this Special Olympics athlete from Florida, named Chris Necky. He got the 6 star a couple days ago at the Tokyo Marathons at the World Things. This will be a perfect podcast to say. And another thing, by the way, is I'm quite in the uh, I'm just not in the great mood because I have a cough that's going on. But if you hear any coughs, that's me just coughing along the way. But today it's time for the podcast. So stay quiet, stay put. We're gonna get everything set. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Golden Medalist DP, presented, of course, by Special Olympics Pennsylvania. I'm your host, TGM Gabe, aka Gabriel Davis. I'm from Beaver County. I'm also a 3 Years Region Fellow, and today we're going to be discussing something about the 6 star. Yes, you heard me right, the 6 star. Recently, of course, in the news headline, we had someone that, of course, ran from Special Olympics Florida, of course, ran a big milestone that, of course, happened. And it was so great that, of course, he earned the 6 star. Now, they're going to tell the personal story of it. And remember, this is a true story from Chris Music. And this person, that, of course, that I'm talking about, I know one of the people that, of course, help him. It's just amazing. No matter what, if you're a Special Olympics athlete that, of course, got the 6 star, it's amazing. Like, you get the opportunity of a lifetime to break down the barrier at the Abdul World Marathons. And this is just a pure amazing story that, of course, Chris Newsick from Florida accomplished in Tokyo, and it's just a great experience. So me, you, and a bunch of others are going to react to this, and hopefully this inspires you to be it. But before that, we're going to be right back. We're going to set this up, and this is going to be a great story to watch. So we'll be right back. After this, we'll show the 6 star stories. This is gonna be a great inspiration thing. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages or song. We're not monetized yet. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Golden Medalist, where we all can be the change. That's right, folks. Coming up is the Be the Change shirt thing, as of course presented by Special Olympics Pennsylvania. Of course, you can get one of the shirts during your sports event. So if you want one, you can go get one. Presented by, of course, the thing. But however, we got the screen set up. Of course, it's going to be a great story to present to y'all. So, like I said, this is right here. In this case scenario, we are watching Chris Nichols breaking down barriers at the Abu World Marathon Majors, which, of course, in this case scenario, he he, of course, had 5 marathon runs in this one. He needs to run Tokyo for the 6th. It could last over for a couple of months, couple of years, and all that, but it's really special to have this month. So before we get started in this case scenario, if you love the content that we're making here in Special Olympics, please tell us. You, of course, in this case scenario, you will enjoy it. So without further ado, we're going to watch Chris Nichols breaking down the barriers at the World Marathon Majors.
Talk to us. What's going on? What's going on?
I know it's hard. It hurts.
We got to push you, okay? We're not being mean, but we're going to push. Okay? We love you.
As someone with Down syndrome, he's taken on the challenge to attempt something that most people wouldn't think was possible.
It's 26 miles. It's still a long race. It's, very painful for a lot of people, and especially for Chris.
But we can't give up.
There's a cutoff time. When you miss the cutoff time, they put a bus in the middle of the road and it's game over.
Think of all the promises you made. How you're going to beat all these people.
Come on. We're not going to steer you wrong.
Every 6-star medal is a story. Each one is unique. So in this key scenario, hold on, let me go back to myself a little bit. In this key scenario, Chris started out as a Special Olympics athlete that's been wanting to push himself forward in order to become a great athlete. I knew this story personally as I watched the first Ironman thing that I watched a long time ago since it was great. But I'm not here to tell the story. The people that, of course, are talking about, they are real people that, of course, Chris knew about. So I don't know him personally, but they will tell us. So let's get back to the...
Having Down syndrome is really powerful, and I think it can lead to people reaching their full potential.
When Chris was 3 years old, I wasn't ready to have Chris go to school because he wouldn't sit still. I didn't want him to get labeled a behavior problem. So I took him to a behavior therapist. She was putting him into his little booster chair, and he would get up. She'd put him back down and tell him to stay, and he'd get up. And this went on over 25 times. And I was crying. I said, see what I mean? And she said, no. She said, he aced that. And I said, how so? And she said, he has so much will that he's going to do great in life, Mom.
Well, to be honest here, I love the stories that, of course, Special Olympics has. Like, for example, if I told my story about it, this would be as long, but all I gotta say is at the very beginning, I wasn't sure if I was going to be great at something. It was just hard for me to be a person that, of course, will accomplish great things. I wasn't sure if I was not gonna do this or do that and all that, but I did, and I fantastic. That's why that's why in 2024 we won our first gold together. Me and Lydia of Special Olympics Butte County. We won our first. For me, I won my first state medal with 1,553 pins knocked down. Lydia had the most in the duos division, but that was a great experience. Of course, it was great, and I did something fantastically. So this 6-star story is going to be a really awesome experience.
How much are we running today, Chris? Just one lap. Yeah. Are we sore?
Just 1 lap. It's not. It's just 1 lap. Just
Okay. 1 lap only.
to make the time limit this year. I've been training longer distance.
I'm honored and privileged to guide Chris. Personally and professionally, I believe that sports can change the world. And Chris and his family are doing that.
what I like about Wanda is being there for me, giving me hugs and embracing me.
My role in Tokyo for Chris is not only just to complete and get across the finish line, it's to check his heart rate, to push him, to pace him, check his heart rate to push him more.
So we went up and down.
If she's willing to push herself, then I'll push too.
And then a high five. We're gonna get some coffee? Yeah. What's up, bro?
Okay, first of all, who doesn't love a little bit of coffee? Probably in the morning. You just jogged, of course, like a couple of miles, and then you just asked for coffee. I love Chris just as Chris and Rhonda in this case, just like he was like, "You want coffee?" He was like, "Heck yeah, I do." It was just amazing. Oh no.
Oh my God, my sister, she's older and I love her.
Have a kiss? Have a kiss?
Oh man, just denies. Just absolutely denies. Just kissing on the shoulder. Nah, that's just quite funny. That is funny.
I think everyone would blame me for the fact that he's obsessed with rap music.
Who doesn't love a little rap music in their taste scenario? I know some of the athletes from Pennsylvania really do like. Of course, I know a lot of athletes, of course, really like some rap music, and apparently Chris is in that category. So good job, rap. Good job. Of course, that's great. That's great.
And like the most ratchet kind possible. And so got it. I was 10 and I was holding him. He was a little baby. And I'm like, this is so boring. Like, when's he going to do something? So my parents always joke now, like, is he doing enough yet? Like, is he still boring?
I wasn't born motivated to do Ironman. I was overweight, out of shape, eating junk food.
We started just simply to get him in shape, have some fun, get him out of the house. That was a 2-year journey to learn how to do a sprint triathlon.
I did my first sprint, came in last.
He started making progress, and the more we focused on helping him, the more progress he made.
When my dad said Ironman, I thought that was like ridiculous.
Wait a minute, what the heck am I doing to an Ironman?
Oh yeah, in 9 months he's gonna do an Ironman. Like, yeah, okay.
So we then started training for it.
So I wanted to make slow enough progress that if we were hitting something that was dangerous or bad for him, we could see it before we get there. And that's where the 1% came in. Just keep getting 1% better every day.
I just love when people are breaking the barriers. Like, Chris was one of the first athletes that has intellectual disabilities, that has Down syndrome, to complete that. And that's so impressive. I just love the fact that, of course, he keeps on breaking barriers.
He got a book deal. He became a public speaker in high demand. Sponsorships like Adidas with a custom shoe.
Wait, he got a custom shoe? Where's my custom shoe? I'm messing around. I have Nike on my side. This is, of course, part of the uniform as a youth ambassador for the region. Oh, brother.
To where he was able to buy his own house, buy his own car, literally create his own self-independence financially.
So the reason why I'm proud is because I've never done that. It is possible. It in the Tokyo Marathon this year, I missed the last cutoff by 3 minutes.
So it ended his journey to get the 6 stars. Now, a year later, we're going back to Tokyo to do it again. And every race Chris has done has been close.
I had a great time.
I had a great time.
Let's hang out again sometime.
Let's hang out again sometime. Pronouncing words is hard for me, so I work on it every day. Basically, the represent better goes with everything, like the fundamentals of living the best life. That was amazing.
You know, I just gotta address something. I also have trouble speaking as well. Sometimes I don't like I don't speak the words as well. I speak fluently, but sometimes I make mistakes, and it just really bums me out if I say something wrong. But if I complete something great, it's great, and I'm just glad that we have something in common.
1% concept. That's not only a message for people with Down syndrome, that's a message for all of us. It's not just in athletics, it's in all sorts of things.
Afternoon.
Okay, let's try it from the top. Ready, guys? Action.
Sammy, I really have no idea what we're talking about.
Don't play dumb.
People with Down syndrome are doing more things in all sorts of arenas, music and dance and work and all sorts of things that we never thought they could do before.
Someday, I wanna be an actor in a movie, so I'm taking acting classes to learn.
That was good. Give me a hand, you guys. Yay!
All right, let's do this. Let's head over here. Let's get warmed up, all right?
All right, so this place is a therapy place. My favorite person over there. If it's like heart training and if you're tight in something, they check it out.
Step and push. Step and push.
There are a number of challenges with people with Down syndrome that make it difficult for them to be an athlete.
How you feel? Are you tired?
Low muscle tone. Everything they do to build muscle on that low tone body is painful. Poor balance. Their brain doesn't spatially process things the same way.
We are seeing some very amazing things with the effects of exercise. Increased stamina, improved gait. You can increase muscle mass. The thing that's so fascinating is the possibility that it increases cognition.
She has her book. So I'm reading her book. It helps with the brain a lot. The more I get stronger, the more I get smarter.
His memory has gotten better, his processing, decision making, everything has gotten better.
Finish marathon would be like, plop. Fast and nice, boom, boom.
And we're going to stop there for now. We'll be right back. We're going to continue his journey. Sorry. Like I said throughout the beginning of the podcast, my thing would be quite sick. However, when we come back, we're gonna tell you about. They're gonna tell you about Chris's thing about there. So we'll be right back after these break messages and all that stuff. We'll be right back with the gold medalist. Welcome back to the Gold Medalist presented by Special Olympics Pennsylvania. And today we're going to be talking about, if you just joined in, we're talking about Special Olympic athletes Chris Nelke, as he, of course, broke the barrier of winning the 6th star in this journey. As they can discuss earlier, he tried the 6th star. However, in the case scenario, he missed it by 3 minutes, which means he had to go home, and it was game over for him. And it was tragedy. But this year, he's trying to earn that 6th star. In this case scenario, sorry, folks, I've been having this cough all day. But let's get back to, of course, breaking down the barriers after the dual world marathon majors.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Nick and Chris have become closer the past 4 or 5 years. My husband traveled a great deal when Chris was growing up.
I know, look at that.
Yummy.
He was gone 50% of the time. And this past year, while he's going after the Abbott 6, it's been an incredible time for the two of them.
Oh my God, a freaking bar? Are you kidding me?
Look at that on the 2nd floor.
What?
Oh,
Look,
man.
Drinking beer everywhere.
Oh my God.
I know, we got to come here one night.
We need to get a beer right now.
Not right now.
Oh, man. Okay, that just crackled me up a little bit. Sorry, folks, that just cracked me up. Chris just going to the bar before the race. It's just hilarious. That's funny. I loved it. But do it afterwards. I hope you did. Actually. Just go for it.
We got a marathon to run in 2 days, baby.
Nice.
You know, I got a freaking marathon coming up.
I feel more alive now than I've ever felt my whole life. And I feel like Chris has given us something to do that actually, makes a difference.
I'm glad.
What are you the most excited for the race? To do?
Kylie.
Oh.
For the 6th star.
For the 6th star.
Yeah.
Look at this big convention center.
This is where we're going, Chris.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Raymond is a pre-core person, just like a father.
Okay, for all the marathoners out there that, of course, ran the marathon and all that stuff, could you explain, could you actually pick your number in the marathon? Like you have a certain number that you like to run with? I just want to know that because I've been seeing like custom numbers along the way, including, of course, the famous 3-2-1 presented by, of course, Chris. So yeah, could you tell me in the comments or anything, or even in the stream if you're watching? That would be really appreciated.
Love it. No worries.
Where's Nick going?
To the help desk.
When I turned 30, I had a really extreme mental health crisis that was brought on by the death of my closest friend. So I discovered running and I discovered endurance sports. It built confidence. It made me feel like I wasn't alone. And I realized how powerful running had been in my own sort of transformation and healing, that I wanted to make that possible for more people. I'm really honored and grateful to be a part of his movement, to help him succeed.
Ready? We got it.
I know that there's a ripple effect that's going to be seen and heard and felt around the world.
That's official.
How buddy? When we're at these events and at the expos, so many people are coming up to him.
Congratulations. I saw you with James Lauren.
The impact that he has is so overwhelmingly positive.
So nice to meet you. We admire you so much. You are such a legend.
Chris's six-star journey has been a really interesting one. It's been fascinating going to all these different cities.
Lots of dancing, right?
The difference between my home and Tokyo is sushi everywhere. Beef, shopping, games, interacting with people.
Yeah, it's all different whenever you're in Tokyo. Like it's just crazy. You just have a bunch of things to do, in despite of all the things.
Loves all of this. I can only imagine how that's expanding his mindset and how it's helping him to become a richer, more understanding person about the world. I want to hold on so I don't fall.
Yeah.
The biggest fear for families who have children with Down syndrome is who's going to take care of their child when they're not around any longer, and how am I going to take care of them as I get older? Come on, buddy.
When Chris was first born, Nick and I looked at him and we were overjoyed. I had 7 years of infertility, then 2 miscarriages. And then when we got confirmation that he had Down syndrome, we got saddened because he was going to be leading a different life than our daughter.
1 out of 750 or so people born have Down syndrome.
So like you can do whatever, bring medicines from home.
Down syndrome is a genetic condition in which individuals are born most commonly with a complete extra 21st chromosome. It's associated with an intellectual disability and a variety of other health conditions.
Hi, baby. You were definitely worried about how many days I've been in the hospital.
He had 2 holes in his heart, so he had open heart surgery when he was 5 months old. He had eating challenges. He couldn't eat solid food till he was about 5. Chris couldn't walk till he was almost 4 years old. He needed a walker to walk.
When he learned how to run, he was running with his hands over his head. And Jackie would say, Mom, aren't you going to teach him how to run right?
He ran with his arms over his head like this, and it drove me crazy.
I'm just happy he's running. And now he's doing marathons.
Now we're going to come up here and bow. One time. Go back up.
Maybe we can make a wish for it here.
Yeah,
Chris, you know what this says? These hearts?
yeah.
These people are different people, but they're all wishing for a healthy partner. Looks like this happened a couple days ago. Do you want to wish for something like this? A healthy partner?
I wish I had a girlfriend. I think that there's someone out there already. I want to get married to build friendship and nice family. In the future, I want my life be like with my whole family, when my parents are not here anymore. I just want this life to be somewhere quiet, away from the buzz, away from the loud. Now work, let's be done first.
It was great. You know what? So having the ability to run, to speak, and to just having a great sensation, it's great. It's actually fantastic that, of course, you also want to start a nice life and all that. It's amazing. It's amazing how things. But we're gonna take a short break after that. We have something else that we want to do. However, we're trying to make a new context, so we'll be right back after this message. We'll be right back for a thing that I would like to call afterwards. Let me just do this. But yeah, as soon as we get everything started, yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, we'll see you later in this podcast of The Golden Medalist, presented by Special Olympics Pennsylvania. Now, despite of despite of me not wearing this, it's time for. We usually do this at the very end of it. However, we're doing a long session right now, but it's time for review time. Now it's a time of the day whenever we, of course, me and you, review something together. Now, usually I'm with someone else in this series, but sorry. In this case scenario, I won't be able to do it with someone just yet. We'll be waiting on the second episode. Today, I'll be reviewing, despite I'm not wearing my, of course, Special Olympics thing. The first one that I want to review is my Special Olympics polo, which I got a few days ago from, of course, my owner. I got not my own. Sorry, my friend, my boss, which is also represented by Nike. Of course, it's like a golf shirt, I believe. Yeah, if you could probably see the Nike logo right there. It's beautiful. I got 3 of these. One gray, of course, same as this right here. And of course, I'm going to be wearing it for y'all for the remainder of this. Let me just put this on real quick. It's great. It feels really nice. It feels breathe-throughable and all that. I would recommend this if you're going to be wearing like a different like Special Olympics uniform or anything like that. I would recommend it a lot. There's also a bag right here. I got this bag. I might be invisible for a second, but this is the bag that I have. It's really nice. It feels so nice. See, it has a bunch of things. You can feel a bunch of things on it, clothes and all that stuff. I'll be definitely using it for things, but for right now, let's continue the journey. And I feel like we're actually a couple hours away from it, so let's give it a go.
First half.
Yeah.
And then when you're done with that, they cross it off?
Yeah.
And then what do you want here?
Yeah, second half.
Second half.
Yeah. And then in the bottom, finish.
Finish. Right, those are your 3 official shorts. He has been training hard. He's been learning a lot, doing the things that need to be done every step of the way to make sure that he makes all the cutoffs. It's 26 miles. It's still a long race. It's, very painful for a lot of people, and especially for Chris, because of the way he interprets pain. So there is never a given.
Good morning. You ready? Look. We got this. Let's go.
Hey everyone, it's Tokyo, baby.
The isolation that comes with having Down syndrome is not because of Down syndrome. Every conversation and every interaction, he has to overcome the prejudice that goes with the perception of what Down syndrome is. Chris is able to pick up and understand and perceive those prejudices. Participating in running and triathlons has given him access to a community of people that appreciate him for who he is and what he's doing. They understand. He doesn't speak as clearly. He doesn't think as fast.
The Iron Man right here.
And so it gives them a social outlet that is incredible. Through him, they're getting to know that Chris isn't really that unique, that there's a world full of Chris's out there.
You're the man. Iron Man.
Save some of that energy.
Yeah, just take deep breaths now.
Chris was just really, really excited. He really felt like he had unfinished business in Tokyo.
To get onto the road to go to the corral.
My role with Chris on race day is literally to get him to the start, to make sure he gets to the right corral, make sure that he's there in time.
If he needs the loo, I would suggest we do that.
It's taken quite a while for us to work with Tokyo to allow Chris to run. He tried to run last year. Lots of things went wrong because they weren't aware that he was a participant with a disability, that he needed some adjustments.
When you introduce an intellectual disability population, people don't actually understand what that means and what kind of accommodations are necessary.
We're going to just keep walking this way, apparently.
He was put in the last corral. Well, when you have an intellectual disability in a crowd behind 46,000 other people in 40-degree weather, and they have to stand there for 2 or 3 hours, there's just things they can't overcome easily where a typical person can.
Here in Tokyo, the culture around disability and inclusion is very different to what it is in the UK or in America or even in Europe. I've worked really hard with the organisers here to explain the needs of Chris, to ensure that he has a really good experience here and he can finish the race, that he can get his 6th star.
This way, this one is she and Nancy.
Hi Chris, how are you? Good. I was born with my disability, and this is my 80th marathon. 80. Do you
have any advice for Chris?
Left, then right. You'll get there.
There's still much for all of us and all those marathon majors to understand the needs of disabled participants. Inclusion isn't just about disabled participants. It's about how do we make it easier for women to participate, for the LGBT community to participate, Black minority communities to participate.
Yes, that's good. A little warm up.
Here we go. Welcome down to this.
On your mark.
Here we go.
So, you're pumped up? Yeah. Let's 6-star, baby.
7 years before God.
Oh, the festivities over here.
Our next speed decorations first day. We run, we have fun. Cheering, boring, screaming, and hugs.
He's getting his 6-star just like you, Chris.
You're doing 2 Chris, 6 stars.
That's right.
That's awesome.
Chris is so present, and I love that about him. But I found that I need to constantly be talking to him and finding something in the moment that he can really connect with to motivate him.
Nope, let's keep going. We're gonna, when we get to that blue sign, if you're at 140, we'll walk. Here we go. Get your heart rate up to 140, and we'll walk 20 steps when we get to the blue sign. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
18, 19. Let's go. Let's go.
He's determined. I love this.
Away from my hand. You don't want my hand to touch you. You got to run ahead of it. Water? Come on.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Good job. What's your heart rate? The cutoffs here are aggressive and specific, and it appears that there's way more cutoffs at various stages among the race. You feel that? They have in big, bold letters, like if you're not here at this time, they've got the cord. Because there are loops and turnarounds to this course, we could also see people being stopped and pulled off.
Let's walk.
Walk. 20 steps. 1, 2. Come on, Chris.
There is his dad.
There's your dad.
Whoa, that's it. That's Nick. You just showed Nick. Nice try. Here we go.
You're killing it. Here's the deal. This is it. Put the fake pain behind you, and you go crush it now. You got everything it takes. I love you. Go. Love you.
I understand, but
Get it.
go for it.
In every marathon he's done, something has happened.
Hey, Chris, last time you went to the bathroom at mile 9. There's bathrooms here. Do you need them?
You want to go?
Do you need a bathroom? You do?
Not only did he need to go, but he needed to go immediately.
Is there a long line?
We translated on an iPhone that he has a disability and he has to go to the bathroom now.
I know how important rules are here in Japan, and it put us behind in terms of our pacing strategy. And so at that point, I started to get worried that we might miss a cutoff.
Hold on a second. Chris. Buddy, I love you. You feel better?
Yeah.
Come on, there's another cutoff. We can't miss these cutoffs. I'm not letting you miss any cutoffs. Let me see your heart rate.
This is where the hardest part of the race really begins. Okay, focus on the sign. What's your heart rate?
144.
You're almost there. Let's get you to 140.
Sorry.
He's not able to contextualize time or distance in the way that I can. We've run a mile and he's already asking me, are we almost done?
You know where? 1-3.
Yes. Mile 23 is up here on the left.
Right here?
No.
It's kind of like when you're on the road and are we there yet?
Of course it's 1-3.
Very close.
About a half mile.
It's right near that bridge, that stone bridge.
Right there?
Yeah. Come on, Chris. All that training. Chris, we got to pick this up.
You're so close to your dreams, Chris. You're so close to your dreams,
Yes.
okay?
20 steps.
You know you can do it. No, when we get here, we'll do steps, Chris. Run here. Run here.
Just walk.
Okay, 20 only, okay? Come on, Chris. Come on, Chris. Let's do it. You look so strong. He is strong.
See, Chris?
You're so strong.
You look so strong. You can see how strong you are. You okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's no worries.
That's okay.
We got you.
I'm very proud of you. Chris, look at me. I know you can do this.
We're not letting you down.
I know you can do this. You've done it before.
You see that stoplight?
Yeah.
Let's run there.
Let's run to the stoplight?
Yeah.
Love it, Chris. Good idea.
Let's see you can do it, Chris.
Yeah, that's right.
Good. Come on, Chris. Take me home, Chris.
Raymond, let him go. You got this, Chris! You got this, Chris!
It looks like here we go. Come on, Chris. Almost there. Come on, Chris. Yes!
You did it!
Congratulations! I'm so happy for you. You did it! You did it! You got 6 stars!
You did it!
Hi, baby. How you doing? Oh, I'm so proud of you. You did it. Get my ring, Nick!
Woo! Congratulations! Oh my God, you did it!
I know the start is hard, but I knew I should overcome those challenges. I did finish Tokyo, and I got to a 6-star.
You did it. Oh, that was amazing.
Kids who may have Down syndrome or autism, I know it's going hard. But just keep up the good work, and maybe one day you can go after the dreams.
That was Chris's moment. But Chris is here for other reasons. It's not all about Chris.
Who's having the most fun?
Chris's success has given him a platform to help others. That gives us a lot of happiness.
Wow, what a champion. A champion indeed. Of course, after that, it was a great successful story on how Chris broke down the barrier at the 2024 Tokyo Marathon and broke nearly every single barrier that he think that he couldn't. He could. It was there was no doubt that of course he would have made it. Of course, he did. Everyone cheered him on. Everyone did, and now he's a 6-star medal. Amazing athlete. So now I want to give you something that, of course, I always say at the very end of all this, I would like to say some words for the end of the podcast, which, of course, it's coming up. But the words are: people with intellectual disabilities, you are awesome. Don't give up on your dreams. My dream is being a part of the Team PA because that's where I lived my whole life. Not currently, but I just lived it my whole life. I want to be the change that, of course, helped others with a single snap. Okay? Be the change that everyone wants to. You be the change that everything has to happen. You guys are amazing. And the people that are watching this, you guys are awesome as well. This is my second episode of the Golden Medalist presented by Special Olympics. You guys made it possible for me to do all these. And if you want more of this, make sure you, of course, subscribe to whatever. You don't have to, but it's just without this stuff, I wouldn't be making this stuff. So, like I said, always be the change of all this, because you never know if it will be the last change that you ever made or not. And of course, I made the change. That, of course, I'm the youth ambassador. I'm a social media ambassador. I'm an athlete that, of course, helped a lot of people and all that. So if you have any questions before the end of the podcast, make sure you type in the chat thing, so I could answer this question about the next podcast. What is podcast about? And like I said, I'm quite sick today and all that, but yeah, okay. Well, thank you for watching this special edition of the Golden Podcast. It's been an honor for me to be the host of it, Army Ending, and this is Special Olympics Pennsylvania's version of the Golden Medalist. We'll see you next time.